Should I take a full license holder or a learner to my part 3? Now, I do wonder sometimes the motive around wanting to take a full license holder. I think people see this as a easy option because you're taking someone who isn't going to necessarily fall to pieces or start stalling all the time or really struggle and give you sort of kind of that overwhelm and struggling to sort of kind of deal with the lesson. But what I would also say is the flip side of that is if they're driving really well and doing really well, then what are you teaching them? How are you showing learning? And it isn't good enough to kind of go, well, this full license holder doesn't check their mirrors very often, because actually, once you start talking to a full license holder about checking their mirrors, 5 minutes in, they're doing it because you focus their mind and they've already fixed the fault. Now, whether that learning is long term, that's to be seen. But in your sort of kind of part 3 there, it's going to feel like the learning's already taken place. And then what are you going to do for the rest of the time? How are you going to make that more challenging? How are you going to push this person? Now, I'm not saying don't take a full license holder, because there's absolutely times where that is suitable, particularly if you actually train quite a lot of full license holders, which actually as a PDI, that's probably not the case. So be wary of that. I've seen it work. I had a PDI a few years back that took their daughter to the part 3 because she actually had a really good need. She was coming in too fast, she was driving too fast, she'd been in a couple of collisions out on the road. So there was a real need there to sort of kind of sort her driving out. And so it made sense. It worked. It was a great lesson. So absolutely it can be done, but don't do it just because you think it's the easy option, because actually if you're dealing with learners day in, day out, that's what you're used to. That's what you're delivering. So rather than sort of trying to kind of go, how can I get someone that's not going to cause me lots of problems? Actually, let's just get better at managing risk and supporting pupils and putting them in the right scenarios so that they don't fall to pieces on you and overwhelm you. So yeah, just like, I think, like, go deliver the lessons you normally deliver. I think the last place you want to be trying out something new, delivering a lesson that you're not used to, is on your part 3.